Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Truth Is. Sorry, I'm not on the sexy mic today, the good mic, the one worth some good money, but this computer was worth a lot of money, first of all, and the stuff on here is pretty damn good. This is a top-of-the-line computer. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. Now, for those of you who are new, this series is basically focused not on my entertainment music brand, but this series is focused on the things that the majority of everyday people are not hearing. But they need to hear in order for them to truly move forward in life. And ponder one of the things and situations that they constantly find themselves in. If you like this video today, please hit the like button, comment, and share with your friends, because all this content in this series is definitely share-worthy, whether you agree with it or not, and it's a topic of a conversation. Okay? So let's get started. Today's episode is called Working with the American Public is Bad for Your Mental Health. Okay? Song you hear in the background is my song called Turn Up, Let the Music Heal You. If you know what you hear from that song in the background, we'll talk about it later, how you hear the song on my SoundCloud. But anyway, let's get to the program. Working with the American public is bad for your health. Okay? Now, of course, you may be of the American public watching this, because I'm not sure yet if most of my audience is American or where they're from yet. But anyway, if it's about you, you know who you are. If you're not one of these kind of Americans, you know who you are. So, and this is not just for the analysis of the American public, but this is also an analysis of mirroring countries like the American public, such as the UK and so on. Okay? Many of us work in precarious situations at customer service, retail jobs that we can care less about. We're just trying to get the money in this effed up system that we find ourselves having to be a part of to get by and attempt to, at this point in day and age, try to pay the bills, try to keep a roof over our heads, clothes on our back, and food in our mouths. Okay? And you have to go to work every day to a job that you most likely don't really care for just to get the paycheck. And you have to deal with the American public. Okay? And like I said, insert any other country that's like the American public or America or American. Okay? And those of you who are watching from other countries that can relate. Because I want you to take a look at this picture up here, and what do you see? Write down in the comment section, what do you see in this picture? And make sure you're hitting the likes or the dislikes, because it doesn't matter what you hit, the algorithm likes it all. Okay? So, the American public and cultures of people just like it. And like I said, I'm not speaking for everybody in this country or even other countries, but the majority of people we're talking about fit these profiles. Right? There will always be the anomaly. There will always be the rare people that are the exception to the rule anywhere on any subject. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the majority that fit this profile. You go to work. You gotta deal with entitled people. You have to deal with basically possibly getting screamed at, called out your name, and you gotta go through this for about 7.5-ish, maybe 7 hours. That's including lunch and breaks. Okay, but those breaks are never really enough because you're never gone away long enough from the mentally taxing work that it is to deal with the American public. Okay? And so you dread even going back on the clock or on the floor, knowing that you'll have to deal with these okay? But yet, many of us find ourselves trapped in the system at the bottom for those of us on the hierarchy ladder that are the working class. And we can't most people cannot think of any other way that they can make money except for going to these lower wage, customer service, retail, whatever, food service, hotel kind of jobs. Right? Because when your power of thinking and education has been kept from you on purpose by the very country and system that claims to protect you, you're very limited on what it is that you can do besides what they tell you that you should do. But the American public is very disturbed in a lot of ways. And you get the tail brunt end of it because you have to deal with them every day coming into the workplace. You have to deal with the Karens, the Kens, and everything in between. Your whole life could be shitty as hell, barely making enough to cover whatever, not understanding any kind of money at all. And yet you have to go to this job where you slave away for barely a penny a day. Now I'm exaggerating, of course, but it might as well be a penny a day, okay? Let's be honest. And you come home with nothing to show for it. Hell, forget going home to an actual house, an actual brick and mortar. A lot of us these days are living in our cars. We're living in RVs. Because it got to a point where you can't even afford to rent anymore. Hell, you have to put the house on the market. You can't afford the mortgage. And you have to go to work every day to deal with these hoes. Because everything is just a round and round looping circle. Now, it's not the American public's fault, and it's not your fault. But unfortunately, we all do affect each other. And of course, you know, the rich and wealthy, they're going to hide themselves away amongst each other. And all we have to do to deal with is the rest of us that are here sitting at the bottom and deal with each other every single day. And most of us have serious mental issues, even if we are not self-aware enough to know that we do have serious mental health issues. which unfortunately a lot of people are not self-aware enough to notice their own mental health issues. They're going to blame it on everybody else and play victim. Because the self-awareness is just not there. The self-awareness is lacking. If you like what you're hearing so far, please hit the like button. Hit the likes, hit the likes. So, what's the solution, you ask? Well, there's no easy actual answer in the capitalist machine that we find ourselves in. I mean, the solution, of course, white, will be to quit your job. But then you must likely be in the streets and die and suffer if you did that. So either way, they got you trapped in the system. Your mental health is suffering because of the American public. You have to do it every day. It would also suffer if you didn't have a job, couldn't pay the bills, and was on the streets with no food to really eat, begging for change. Okay? So there is no real easy answer to this. You know what the people at the top would say? Build wealth, right? They would say, do more for other people than anyone else does. Build value, give value. Run your own business. But we all know that most people, they're not in the mindset to know how to do that successfully. You can't wake up the next day and say, I'll run a business and make lots of money. That is not how it works in this capitalist system. There's a formula. There are rules to this game. Lottery winners. Do you think most of them keep their money for long? Who win millions of dollars? Write it down in the comment section. Do you think the lottery winners who never had real money in their life, they've always been poor, making $30,000 or less, with no real, how should I say, intelligent money blueprint in their brain? Okay. Because it's not what's in your hand or what's in your bank. It's what's going on in your brain. Okay? Write in the comment section if you think most lottery winners keep their fortune or millions of dollars they manage to win. I'm gonna tell you the answer. The answer is no. Why? Because most of them did not come from a background of financial education. So they were not ready for the money. See, if you're not ready for a large lump sum of money, you will not keep the large lump sum of money because you don't have the brain to do it. You're going to be a consumer, spend it all, and it'll be gone. You'll probably be in worse debt than you were when you only had a few dollars in your pocket or your bank account. You won't be ready for success. You won't be ready for the fame because you have not been trained how to handle it. So we're back to square one with having to unfortunately deal with who? Say it with me. The American public. And for those of you who work in warehouses, we're obviously not talking to you because you don't work with the American public. It's about the people who bravely have to go on the job, tired, sluggish, hating their lives, hating their jobs, unfulfilled, working for the American public. And so I have to end off by saying that unfortunately, the system is cracked and crooked, yes. Working with the American public, unfortunately, is bad for your mental health. And the only way out, unfortunately, is either suicide. Well, I can't say the word on YouTube. I'm going to use the code word. It's either boo-acide, that's the word I'm gonna code word I'm gonna use for you know what? Boo-acide, honey. Or you're trying to build your own business. But for a lot of you, you're not gonna have the discipline to do that because you're not gonna have the discipline to do that because it takes some months, some years to really be successful at business. It takes patience, it takes a long game. And many of us are adept these days to instant gratification. But not only is this online, it doesn't really translate to the real world, unfortunately. Yes, I know you're seeing TikTokers and things blow up every day. Easy like that, overnight their life change. But like I told you, if these people don't have any financial backing, any resources of wealth attached to them, they're not going to be ready. They're going to lose their mind, and they're going to lose all the money if they get any money at all. Because there's a lot of people going viral, honey, but they're not getting money. Going viral doesn't equal getting money. Okay? Those are two different things. People can go viral all they want, all day, every day, but can they monetize that? A lot of them can't because they don't know how to monetize it. They might have the skills to know how to do that. They don't have the skills. So, my hat's off to you. That's including myself. Who works with the American public? Personally, I'd rather be over the phone and them not my face. See, I can handle them better over the phone, honey. When they're in my atmosphere, honey, I can feel their energy, honey. And when they're frantic and crazy, honey, that energy is too much. I mean, see, on the phone, you can be frantic and crazy as you want. I can simply just put you on hold and get you to who I need to get you to. When it comes to just being a guest service call center person. Solve the problem, get you to a manager if I need to quickly. When you're just over the phone, you're not my face and yelling at me. See, that's a double whammy. But when you're just over the phone, well, it's much sexier to deal with. The American public, in my personal opinion, you're still getting paid a nice hourly. Well, I can't say nice. You're still getting paid an hourly wage, but you get a nice cushy little cubicle. You get to design it up. You get a nice little computer, a headset, a multi-line phone. You're ready to go to deal with the American public, honey. Okay. But anyway, dealing with the American public is bad for your health. My name is Peyton 3.0. The EDM and drum step vocalist of Zombie Supreme. the American public, the ones that think that they're always right, and the businesses that are out here to enable their behavior and let them believe that they're always right, when a lot of times they're wrong. Okay? This is Peyton 3.0, the queen, the king, the master of EDM. Like I said, it's not about EDM, this is about the truth. Okay? If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Make sure to share, comment, subscribe, or hit the dislike button. It doesn't really matter because the algorithm likes it all and will end up showing this video to more people. Thank you. Now, you're not going to leave you without more call to actions, right? That's not what I do. Snapchat. Snapchat, get on it because I know you're on it. Well, I should don't, because Snapchat is really for the people who either in the tweens or the other EDM crowd, which is my crowd, away from the general public, the general audience. Okay. SessionLive.com is where I go live and I sing your favorite songs or requests. I'm live on there. It's like a Twitch on Facebook, live, but for musicians. It's gamified, it's fun. Become an avatar, okay, on there. Get a screen name, you're ready to go. Get 3 unreleased songs from me, okay? Because these will not be released on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, none of it. This is only exclusively for the people who get on my email list, because when you get on my email list, it means you're serious about becoming a supporter, okay, and a fan. That's people who get to hear these 3 free songs that will not be released to the public. These are exclusive songs. Instagram.com. Facebook, TikTok, get on it. And of course, the channel right here. Thank you so much for your time and energy. For those who stayed to the end, let me sure you really got something from this. You pondered on it. It may be you want to somehow try to come up with a game plan, but really to end this off with saying in this economy is either you are the owner or you are owned. You're the slave master or you're the slave. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.